Let's start first here with Donald Trump. As I said, historic, crazy world. Banana Republic-esque, sometimes, I'm beginning to think. The former president of the United States, of course, as you know, has been indicted. 38 counts here. He's going to be going into Miami tomorrow to surrender. And again, in this strange world in which we live, the lawyers originally representing him, they're not going to be there because they quit the other day just as soon as the indictment came out. Also, interestingly, his former lawyer, a guy by the name of Evan Corcoran, well, a lot of the conversations that Trump had with this former lawyer who had been representing him on these boxes that had been discovered that were found at Mar-a-Lago, well, his conversations are now actually part of the government's record, and those conversations will be used against Donald Trump in a kind of unlikely turn of legal events. You see, normally you have what's called attorney-client privilege, but not in this case. Somehow that got wiped out, because this was considered special enough. He is being charged, as I have told you, on espionage and a whole slew of other things. A lot of people have pointed out, gee, it kind of feels a little bit unfair, only in that Hillary Clinton was Secretary of State and she kept a server right there in her house, but somehow, no big deal. Nobody seemed to care quite as much about that. I mean, they cared, sort of. I mean, Comey kind of gave a half you-know-what answer to why he wasn't moving forward with prosecution, but a lot of it had to do with the fact that she was running for office. So in this case, you also have Donald Trump, who's running for office, who's way out in front for Republicans right now, likely the Republican nominee, and yet they will move forward. The Biden Justice Department, DOJ, will move forward with this case. It's all very surreal, and I'm not making any excuses for him. Look, Pence, when they came to him and he said, gee, I think I got some stuff here, let me turn it over. Even Biden, even though he had it in his garage with his Corvette, as he so often liked to say, right next to the Corvette, with his Corvette in the locked garage, because somehow the Corvette was really, really important. Therefore, all the super classified documents should be stored with the Corvette. Anyway, Joe Biden did actually turn them over. Donald Trump dug in his heels, and now apparently it's coming back to haunt him, but in really strange ways. Like I said, the fact that they're using the attorney-client privilege against him, this will be very interesting to see. I just think it's disappointing for the country, of course. Disappointing because increasingly we feel like that banana republic that we always thought we weren't. And here's the thing, before you say, oh, well, it's Trump. It's because it's Donald Trump. And I know that's very easy for a lot of people to say. I do at least want to point out that, you know what? The left attacks the Republicans over and over and over again. They attack conservatives. They have historically accused them of being all kinds of things, certainly phobic when it comes to everything, whether it's, you're homophobic or gender phobic or transphobic or whatever. You're discriminatory in pretty much every category they can get in. And that's just a constant theme that the left exploits over and over again in every political cycle.